This is the Pepperball SA200 launcher. This is probably our most versatile launcher, has a number of advantages. This particular system uses high pressure air to launch the projectiles. This high pressure air can come from either a standard scuba diving tank or SCBA tank. The high pressure air bottle will launch up to 160 projectiles, which matches up with the hopper capacity of approximately 160 projectiles. So one full bottle equals one full complete launching of the hopper itself. The system is semi-automatic, one trigger pull, one projectile. It has a standard crossbolt safety with a red ring that indicates to the user when it is off safe and ready to fire. The system's probably most unique feature is the ability to change rounds at will while the user is firing this system. To do that, the operator simply opens the chamber. In this case, I have a pepper round inside of here. If the officer determines that he has a scenario where he needs to break glass, for example, he can simply remove the pepper round that's inside of there, place it back in the hopper, can take a glass shattering round, drop it into the chamber, and this system can actually be fired from an open chamber position. At this point, the officer would simply pull the trigger and fire. Let's say there's a subject barricaded inside of a car or a truck. Once the officer fires and that glass breaks, I'm going to remove this just to visually show you. All the officer has to do then is close the chamber and resume firing, and at this point, pepper rounds are coming out, fill up the inside cab of the vehicle, hopefully drive that person out to where the officer can deal with it at that time. This particular system is outfitted with a sling. This gives the officers the ability to, at the end of the scenario or incident, they can simply place this sling over their neck and shoulders and then have the ability to work with their hands. They don't have to worry about setting this system on the ground where a subject might be able to retrieve it and use it against the officers. As with all our other Pepperball launchers, this system can be used from 0 to 60 feet for direct impact. It can also be used out as far as 150 feet for an area type saturation. We also have riot packs that can be used in conjunction with the SA200 launcher. The way that works is the officer would put on the riot vest itself, and they would have a hose that would come around and hook directly into the back of the SA200 launcher, upgrading the capability of this system from 160 rounds as high as 850 projectiles for the officer. This system is easy to operate. It's easy to shoot. If the officers are in a crowd control type situation where they're wearing or are forced to wear gas masks, the way this system is constructed allows the officers to place their face in this cutout section and have a normal sight picture instead of needing to turn the launcher sideways like you might with other systems where it doesn't have this specific cutout feature. So it's a system that can be used all the way from patrolmen where they're dealing with one-on-one type situations, suicide by cop, something like that, all the way up to where you're dealing with numerous subjects out on the street, riotous, crowd control type situations. A very versatile system for every type of situation you might encounter.